All right, thank you. So, after 8 years and 14,000 hours of research, you start to connect the dots. It's May 7, 2025, the Robert Eck Custodian file. Okay, so I'm going to call these synchronized like event horizons. You got to do a lot of research before you start to connect the dots, but I did the research for you. So just check out my data here. A couple of days ago, right here at the golf course, Riviera, Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, plane, I still don't know if it engine failure or ran out of gas. Dragon flies by. Somebody's recording it, and dragon flies by. So basically, I'm calling these event horizons because as soon as the event occurs, a dragon shows up. And I had that interpolated where I copy and I don't do it, but it's copy and paste of each frame. And there's the IP, there's the timeline. You could check that out. It was kind of really unique here. I mean, a plane landing at a golf course happens not that often, but then, recording a dragon, kind of odd. So these are event horizons, and I'm going to show you 4 or 5 of them. And I really think at this point, the evidence is overwhelming that it's not a coincidence. Okay, here's just an explosion. The guy in the desert just playing around. As soon as it explodes, dragon goes by. So and you can find these. You can find these all over YouTube. If you once you recognize your eye and you know how to see them, I think it's really easy. It gets really easy. I know if you're new, you're like, no, this is way too hard. Just stick with it. It's like listening to a new song. After you hear it 3 times, you know the lyrics. It's not hard anymore. The way I look at it, it's not hard. It's new. And then when things become old, they're easy. Look at this. A couple weeks ago, Lake Havasu, Event Horizon, the boat comes to an end. Look at the water still obviously impact. Technically, that's like an explosion of water. In other words, the dragon comes. Maybe the dragon is just trying to read the energy of literally the impact. How much energy it gives off during an impact or an explosion. Car accidents, probably right when, unfortunately, right before collisions. Right. So again, another event horizon. Look at this also. 2000, like 9 years ago. Yeah, dragon flies by. That's one of the older technologies, so you can kind of see the shadow around the dragon there. We were experimenting, but it's the same concept. It's gotten a lot better, obviously, since then. But the event horizon, look, there's an explosion, there's a concussion in the air. The dragons, hey, this is too much data. I'm gonna take this in. I'm gonna record all the data on this explosion, the sound, the heat, etc. I mean, what are the odds? Because all these event horizons, these are literally like a tenth of a second. This is all happening in the blink of an eye. So let's look at it. Look at this. Butler last year, right? Event horizon. There's all this commotion, and what we got a dragon going by. Like, hey, what's going on here? What are people doing? What are they thinking? How are they reacting? I got to record this. So this, I'm just slowly, after 8 years, I'm starting to connect the dots here. Science reveals itself slowly. It doesn't happen overnight. The realization or the creation of something, it's all slow. And that's what's happening to these dragons. Same thing, taking a picture of the flag, dragon flies by. And there's probably some other dragon video out there people have, they never post it. If they don't post it, it's really gone forever. It's really gone forever. It's why it's so important to history, record and post it. Because once it's on the internet, theoretically, it's there forever. And that's what it's about, recording history. So researchers 1,000 years from now, they'll have data to work off of. Kind of interesting, right? So let's see. Let's all try to find some new event horizon videos. And God, it could be a plane coming in, the landing gear doesn't work, and it's on live TV. That's like an event horizon, right when it touches the ground. That's the stuff to look for. All right, I hope that was you found that interesting. I certainly did. All right, let's go to the next video. Here's a channel I came across, UAP files, recorded these three orbs. I mean, we saw that before. We saw that Flight 370. I think we saw that with UAPSD San Diego. I'm not sure what these three orb triangle things, there's obviously a message here. What, is another plane going to disappear? It's just, I'm telling you, if one does and somebody catches it on video again, oh my God, that's going to be a whole other ball game. But I'm just putting the data out there. I see these pictures, I do screenshots, I put it out there just to let you know. It's all about collecting data, collecting, and then you figure it out later. That's what it's about, critical thinking. Oh, hey, if you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do need your support. All right, let's go to the next. All right, remember this one? Bend, Oklahoma City, I think about a month ago. Recorded, got a couple frames on a blue UAP. It looks like a saucer, but it was pretty far away. About 3 frames, and in the last frame, it looked like it just slipped into a portal, disappeared right in the sky, in a blue sky. I'm not sure if I showed you that video. It was so short, maybe I didn't, but Ben is really knocking it out of the park. Oklahoma City, for those who don't know, that's headquarters of the FAA. So I would assume there's some communication going on there. Okay, this next video right here, Cosmic Road, Jack, please check out his channel. Does outstanding research every day. Kind of a very similar, if not the same, blue UAP. Find that kind of interesting. So, you don't see a lot of blue UAP saucers, but it's worth doing a screenshot. Give it the date, just type in blue UFO and it will come up later. You want to use it as a reference. At least that's what I'm doing here. All right, let's go to the next video. Okay, look at this. This was less than a week ago. This was a trial, the air show in London, I believe. It was on a Friday, so they were just doing a practice. And somebody posted it, and I go, what the heck? I'll look at the practice, and look at this. There's the timeline. There's the IP. It's predictable science. Some of you are like, I know you're looking at. After 8 years, I still look at this and go, what is this? How you can predict this? So it's. I don't want to say the word easy because it sounds arrogant, but it's predictable. Predictable, typical, baitable. Watching these air shows, it's to the point. If you watch a few air shows and you don't see any dragons, you should wonder what's going on. I usually watch 2 or 3 different productions, and it works. It just works. And so, yeah, how long was I into this one? 8 minutes, 8:24. Yeah, and I watch it at 200% fast forward. I can't watch things in real time because there's not enough time in the day. But you train yourself, you just click on 200%. If you think you see a dot, hit K for pause. And below the K on your computer is the arrow backwards and arrow forward. That's frame by frame. And when you find it, tell the rest of us, please. Do a screenshot and say, hey, just like that, a screenshot. Say, hey, Robert, look what I found. And I'll tell everyone else. If you're new, let me just say again, they trigger the X and K band spectrum. They leave an audio click. If it was behind the plane, they do fly behind the plane. So there goes your bug theory. So, and when they do fly behind the planes, most of the time you can see an X-ray image of themselves. It can be behind organic wood also, but it's because they're giving off gamma rays, high voltage. Nothing runs for free. There's no rubber band. There's no kerosene. There's no magic. High voltage, but extreme high voltage. So it really kind of doesn't violate any laws. You can take a little bit of electricity and fly for an hour, or you can use all your electricity and fly for 10 seconds at really fast speeds. So that's what they're doing. That's what they do, and they got it figured out. They just, they don't vaporize themselves. They probably utilize 1 million, 10 million, 100 million volts. and they don't vaporize. They got it figured out. And I'm jealous about that. I got to tell you, I'm jealous. Who doesn't want to fly one of these things? So hopefully every day with more research, we get closer and closer and closer. Okay, I think that will do it. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, custodianfile@gmail. When you find stuff like this, very straightforward. What is it? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow there's going to be an air show. There's going to be an air show this week somewhere in the world. Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, Red Arrows, Australia, Europe. It doesn't matter. Somebody will post it. We'll find more dragon video. Again, it sounds a little arrogant, but it really is that easy. I encourage you to record it yourself. Take your phone out. Record helicopters, airplanes. Record earth drones. If you have any questions, let us know. That will do it for now. Thank you for watching. See you on the next post.